Hi everyone, welcome back. We are here with another wonderful day of science, and I can't wait to get started talking to you. So yesterday, I asked you to do something a little different. I asked you to look at the information we received from our pendulum experiment, and I asked you to make some predictions. I asked you to guess what you thought the number of swings would be if our pendulum string lengths were different. Today, let's discuss that together. So first, let's look at, I think I gave you a length of 40 centimeters. So if our string length is 40 centimeters, again, we're looking over here on this side. Let's follow it down to 40 centimeters. We didn't test at 40 centimeters. We tested at 12, 20, 36, and 52 centimeters. Now looking at our data, 40 centimeters falls between 36 and 52 centimeters. Okay, at 36 centimeters, we had 12 or 13 swings, and at 52 centimeters, we counted 10. So if our string length was just a little bit longer, our graph here is showing, here's 40 centimeters, followed over to where our line is. Our line can be a line of prediction. I would say we would have roughly about 12 swings. So with only 4 more centimeters added to our pendulum string length, it shouldn't have affected our test too much. We should have somewhere between 10 and 12 swings. Now, that's just using the information we have to answer our question. Now, let's go a little bit longer. How many swings do you think we would have if we had a string length of 70 centimeters? With the way this arrow is projecting, I would suggest it would keep going like this. And if our line crosses this point at 70, I would say we would have, following it up, roughly 6 or 7 swings. And I think that's fairly accurate. Now, what would happen, do you think, if we had a string length of 140 centimeters? If we had to go all the way back here, I'm following the line down where my arrow is. Follow it up with your eyes. And then, of course, put imaginary numbers on it. I would say in 15 seconds, we would have maybe 1 or 2 swings. Okay, that's not very many. Maybe 1 or 2 swings. With a string that long, it would take a great deal of time for it to swing all the way over and all the way back. It would do it, but I still predict about 1 or 2 swings. Now, how did we determine this? What were we able to do to figure that out? We used the information from our experiment to help us make this determination. But what happened? How did we get those numbers? What did I change in order to get a new number of swings? I changed my string length. I changed one of our variables. Now, what would happen if I changed a different variable? If I used the same 4 pendulums we've had this whole time, but changed the variable, and we ran it for more time, or if someone else counted, or if we guessed how many swings we had, or if we changed the bob weight. All of that is going to affect our results. Now, what I want to know from you is what we can do next. What would you like to test? Here we have our experiment as performed. But as we pay attention to each variable, we need to pay attention to how that variable affects our experiment. So what I want you to do today is I want you to pick a variable. Pick one part of our experiment and tell me how you think it would change the outcome of our experiment if we altered it a little bit. I want to know what you think, and I want to know your thinking in a logical way for the outcome of our experiment. I can't wait to see what you come up with. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great field trip Thursday and enjoy your long weekend. Bye, everyone.